Okay, what is up everybody? DSP here. Hello, and welcome to a fun one, hopefully. Definitely looking forward to today's gameplay session. Hello. Today is Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday, December 20th, 2016. We are in the final countdown, not only for the upcoming Christmas holiday, but also for the end of 2016, right? What a year it's been. There's been a lot of good and a lot of bad. And today is officially, if you can believe it, today's the final day of new releases for the year. After today, that's it. There's no new real releases or games coming out until 2017. And even then, early 2017 is pretty sparse. There's not a lot going on. Yeah, I think the biggest highlight of January is really there's a Kingdom Hearts collection coming out. And then after that, there's a Resident Evil 7. But, pretty interesting what we're doing today on stream. If you're not aware, today we're going to be doing The Walking Dead Season 3, which is called A New Frontier. For those who are not aware, it's been several years since we did The Walking Dead Season 2, right? It's been almost, I think it was over 2 years since the last season. And, Telltale's been up to a lot of other stuff. Telltale, in the meantime, between The Walking Dead, they've done things like The Wolf Among Us and Tales from the Borderlands and Game of Thrones. And, of course, most recently we had Minecraft Story Mode, immediately followed by Batman the Telltale series. So they certainly, it's not like they haven't been up to anything. They've been up to quite a lot of licensed stuff. And so to see them go back to their roots, really The Walking Dead was the game that put Telltale on the map. If you actually think back, they had done games before this, including Jurassic Park and Back to the Future. But it wasn't until The Walking Dead that really got them their mainstream notoriety and basically allowed them to kind of get to the point where they are now. They're almost seen as like a AAA game studio in a lot of ways, even though really all their games are pretty much the same. They're this episodic, narrative-based, not a lot of actual gameplay or interaction kind of deal, but they're still very popular, right? So, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. First thing we're going to be doing is importing my choices from Seasons 1 and 2. Now, if you're not aware, okay, in Season 1 and 2 of The Walking Dead, there's critical story choices that you have to make. And once you make these critical story choices, they affect different things that happen in the episodes. Admittedly, not hugely. And what I mean by that is you're still going to pretty much get kind of the same conclusions in both seasons 1 and 2. Even if you don't, it depends. Even if you don't even care about what choices you make, you're going to kind of get the same general choices. All right. Now that being said, there were a couple critical choices over the course of my playthroughs of Seasons 1 and 2 that did affect things, okay? So, excuse me, because yes, I am still under the weather. Even though my voice does sound a little bit better today, I am still under the weather. So, just to forewarn everyone, it sucks, but I am still getting over this damn cold. Okay. I want to say a very special thanks to Rick Grimes Fan, who last night went through all of my Season 1 and 2 playthroughs of The Walking Dead and basically made a listing for me of all of the choices that I had made in those seasons. So I actually have it right in front of me right now. It's directly in front of my face. Because what we're going to do as we start up here is we're going to import those choices into Season 3. Now, Seasons 1 and 2 I played on PC. So if I had played this one on PC, I would have also just been able to import the data. But sadly, as you know, things change. And I don't record for my television anymore. So really not too sadly when you really think about it. But that being the case, I can't really live stream and record and do great quality PC stuff all at the same time. So I opted to get The Walking Dead on PS4. So that way I'd be able to actually live stream it, okay? So, also the fact is that, The Walking Dead Seasons 1 and 2, I mean, Season 1 is, 4 or 5 years old, and Season 2 is 2.5 years old, and no, I don't still have those games, It's not like I still have them and I can upload my files or whatever. I don't have them anymore. They've been uninstalled for quite some time, okay? So, we're going to manually import the choices into Season 3. And then today we're going to be playing both Episodes 1 and 2 of A New Frontier, which is cool that they both came out on the same day, although it is kind of odd, because typically, especially with The Walking Dead, they've never done that before. Alright, they've always... Oh, okay, Season 1, and you gotta wait 2 months or 3 months, and then Episode 1, and then you gotta wait a few months, and then Episode 2 would come out. But, you know, they got them both ready for today, okay? So, that being said, it should be a fun stream today. 2 episodes back-to-back, and yeah, it should be enough. I've heard that Episode 1's about an hour and a half long, and Episode 2's about an hour and a half long, and so when you account for that, we'll have a break in between. It should be like the perfect length to fill today's gameplay stream, okay? So there you have it. Not bad at all, okay? Later tonight, I will be doing a beta, an exclusive beta, that I got access to thanks to a viewer, and I will definitely give them thanks tonight when I record this footage, okay? I'm not going to spoil what it is. Basically, there was a game that was coming out in 2016 that I was pretty excited for various reasons. Sadly, the game got delayed, and we haven't heard a lot about this game at all since it got delayed. Well, a viewer of mine got access to a beta, and I now have access to that beta, and I'm going to check it out tonight offline, okay? I'm not going to stream it, just to let you know, it's going to be kind of a surprise. I'm going to play maybe a couple hours of this beta, and I'm going to upload that to DSPGaming later tonight. So, I'm not going to tell you what it is now, but I think you're going to enjoy it. It seems like, at least, I don't know, I haven't played it yet, but as long as it is what it seems to be, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. A good surprise, couple hours of gameplay footage for you later tonight, okay? Should be pretty fun. So that'll go live on DSP Gaming. If you want more details, I'll be posting that up on Twitter when it does go live, so you should definitely check that out, okay? Okay. Tomorrow, ladies and gents, I'll be returning back to Final Fantasy 15 again. I have been enjoying the post-game content of Final Fantasy 15, and I'm debating what I should do, because yesterday's stream was pretty good. Yesterday I was able to, no lie, jump about, what was it, almost 20 levels, and I'm like level 95 or 96 in the game. I'm doing the very high-level hunts now, and, you know, the post-game dungeons, although the post-game dungeons are pretty much a repetitive grind, there is still some post-game stuff that's interesting that's left. There's a giant boss called the Adamantoids that I could check out. And there's also the puzzle dungeon. So I think starting tomorrow, I may start checking out that stuff to avoid repetition and boredom. I don't want people to get bored of the stuff that I'm doing. And being that there are these 2 other unique things left in the game, that may be what I check out next, okay? So that'll be tomorrow's gameplay stream, okay? And then tomorrow night, I'm actually going to begin work and maybe even release my review of Dead Rising 4, which, surprise, surprise, I finished it Sunday, which I didn't expect to do. I actually had no idea I was going to finish the game Sunday night, but I ended up finishing it by surprise. I didn't realize it was as short as it was, okay? So that'll be tomorrow. And then Thursday is on the fence, and the reason I say that is very simple. I want to return to Pokemon Moon. Pokemon Moon is a playthrough that I did for several weeks, and then it became kind of an on and off playthrough. I balanced it with all the other new games, okay? And I really like the game, and I want to get back to it. But the thing is, as you can hear, my voice is still strained, okay? And as you know, Pokemon Moon is a game with no voice acting, meaning that I'm reading all of the written dialogue. I'm even doing some voice acting for it. And quite honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the voice acting until my voice is better. You know what I mean? Like, just doing commentary over gameplay, okay, I don't have to be talking constantly. But when I'm playing Pokemon Moon, I do have to be talking constantly. So that's why I really haven't gone back to it yet. My voice has been so strained these past few weeks, I couldn't go back to it. Now, I want to, but we have to see what happens with my voice, okay? You know, that's kind of the deal here, is I really want to play it. I like the game, and I know people are waiting for it, and I can't get back to it until my voice is up to snuff. So let's see what happens in the next few days with my throat and everything. And if it gets better, great. I hope it does. I guess we'll see what happens, okay? So, that's what you can expect later on this week. More Final Fantasy Pokemon Moon. Keep in mind that Saturday is my Christmas Eve event. It's going to be WWE 2K17 Holiday Sims. Alright? That's going to be a lot of fun. I do that every single year annually. Fantasy Sims. You'll see all kinds of crazy characters and stuff in there. I think it's going to be great. And I hope that you'll join me for that, okay? And then Sunday will be my chill Christmas stream, where it's going to be more about just interacting with people than anything else, talking about Christmas and holiday traditions. I'll let you know what I got for Christmas and what kind of stuff Leanna and I will be doing for Christmas Day. And I want to hear all about you and your families and all that kind of stuff. There may be gameplay. We'll see if I want to mess around with some games or whatever. Maybe just do some quick online play and talk to people while I'm doing it and stuff like that. I may do that. It's basically going to be the first chill stream ever. Okay? So there you go. We'll see what happens with that. That should be pretty interesting. And then, you know, after that, then we kind of get back to normal stuff. Although there will be a multiplayer event coming up the week after Christmas where I'll be teaming up with viewers for primarily Overwatch and Battlefield 1. It's actually going to be patrons from the month of November. I'll be teaming up with them for some multiplayer stuff. Excuse me. And, you know, that'll take us out to the end of the year. Now, I've got other stuff going on. I actually just received The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D in the mail. And I've got Final Fantasy IV for the Nintendo 3DS already on the docket, ready to go for whenever I start finishing up with Final Fantasy 15 and Pokemon. I'll have other stuff ready to go right out of the gate. So it's not like, don't worry, oh no, I'm going to have nothing to do for days. I have stuff ready to go, okay? So, should be good, should be fun for the end of the year. I certainly hope that all of you will enjoy the stuff that I'll be putting out in the next couple of weeks. I just hope that my voice holds out. A couple other quick odds and ends here, alright? Last night, I released my review of The Last Guardian on KO Gaming. It's the first video I put up on that channel in over 3 weeks. The good news is that I was able to do it all in one sitting, my voice held out, and I feel the review is actually pretty damn good. I think it's one of the more honest reviews on the internet for the game, alright? The bad news is, because I haven't put up videos on that channel for a long time, it's hard to get people to realize that I'm posting videos there again. And the bottom line is, this week I'll be posting up a review of Dead Rising 4 at some point. Coming up next week, I'll probably be reviewing Final Fantasy, and when I eventually get to Pokemon Moon. And my year-end series are right around the corner, and I want to emphasize that very soon I'm going to be putting up the polls on the kingofhate.com forums where you can vote on the funniest moments of the year and all of that. So, if you haven't been checking out KO Gaming, I don't blame you, but I strongly urge you to head over there and sub and keep checking the stuff out, because it's going to be a lot of content going up over there shortly, okay? Alright. Excuse me. I've got a sip here of a drink to soothe my throat for a moment. Outside of all that stuff, I don't really think I have much else to talk about. I would obviously like to get into the game. So, really quickly, let's just talk very quickly about some plugs, and then we'll get started, okay? So, first off, thanks to everyone who's attending my streams. Thanks to everyone watching my on-demand videos on YouTube. I'm very appreciative of your attention and your ongoing efforts to allow me to continue to do this as a job. I love it. I love doing this. Listen, if I didn't love doing this, I certainly wouldn't be toughing through it, through this cold and everything, to be here every day for you. All right? I love my job. I do. And I want to keep doing it. There's many ways that you can allow me to keep doing this as a job. This 8-year legacy, I know. I've been doing it now, if you think about it. I actually started in the fall of 2008. So I've now been doing this for over 8 years. That's pretty freaking crazy when you think about it, right? That span of time that I've been covering games. So first off, Loot Crate. If you go to lootcrate.com/darksidephil, that is my referral link. If you purchase any new subscription at Loot Crate from that link, and then you use the discount code SAVEME10DSP, you save 10%, and I get some referral credit. FYI, I'm supposed to be getting my very first WWE Slam Crate soon. I know it's been a long time since I did a Loot Crate unboxing. It's because they've got me subbed to 2 crates now that are very close to each other. Like, there's the Slam Crate coming up soon, and then, like, a couple weeks after that is the next Marvel Crate. So, those are the 2 that I'm doing right now. So, the Slam Crate should be coming within a week or 2. I'm supposed to get it, supposedly, by the end of this month. So when I get it, I'll be unboxing it. I'm very eager to see what that is, okay? Well, please consider, if you are going to get a Loot Crate subscription, or if you're interested, using my referral code and that discount code to save yourself some money, and I get some credit for that, okay? I already talked about KO Gaming, so I'm not going to bother with that. Just so you know, youtube.com/KOGaming1. Behooves you to subscribe right now, because it'll allow you to get in on all those new videos coming up, including all the year-end stuff that will be starting shortly. Okay. Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. Very important that you follow me on Twitter. That's where you're going to get the skinny on everything that I'm doing daily. You're going to get the schedule every night of what you can expect on live stream or videos that will be uploaded the next day. I share all kinds of fun stuff. This morning I shared a picture of a fucking Domo car. I was like, what the hell is this? And I had to snap a picture of it. I do all kinds of stuff like that, okay? So definitely check it out if you have not had a chance. But @TheyCallMeDSP, all right, on Twitter. Patreon, very important, ladies and gentlemen. The number one way, if you want to go above and beyond, if you really enjoy the content that I'm putting out on a daily basis, you want to see this continue, Patreon is the way to go, okay? Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Right now, your pledges are contributing towards a fun marathon that's going to happen in late January, just before Resident Evil 7 launches. It's going to be a Twitch and chill marathon stream. 7+ hours of me being on stream with you, playing games that necessarily don't amount to anything like a concrete playthrough that anyone would care about. But it's going to be more about me interacting with the stream chat, okay? Talking with you, going back and forth, maybe talking about the games that I'm playing, but also just talking about other stuff. I'm sure it's going to be very different from the stuff that you would normally expect from me, okay? Very interactive stream. First time I'm ever doing an event like that. So I certainly hope we hit the funding goal. Right now it looks like we will, as long as people don't lower or withdraw their pledges. Of course, what happens typically at the end of every month is people realize, oh crap, I had a big pledge last month and I don't want to do that again this month, and then they lower their pledge. So I would expect that there's going to be some fallout near the end of the month. So if you get a little bit of extra in your stocking this Christmas and you say, man, I really like what Phil does, all the videos he puts out for free, and I want to see him be able to continue to do that as a you know, full-time deal in the future, please pledge to my Patreon. Keep in mind, it's not just about the monthly goals, it's also about the personal perks that you can get. You can find all the information about that on my Patreon page. All right, I'm not going to go into full detail here, but I will basically say it as matter of fact as possible. As little as $1 a month helps. May not be a big deal to you, but it adds up for me. The people who have the most successful Patreons are the people who have a ton of viewers and followers who give a tiny little bit. Because to you, it's not that much, but to me, it could mean the world. It could mean the difference between paying my bills, the difference between being able to do this as a job or having to quit and go get another kind of job, right? So please consider pledging if you have it. And then last but not least, my girlfriend Leanna has her own business, The Black Current, where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. Great quality stuff. Don't take my word for it, because I could talk till I'm blue in the face about it. Go to the website yourself. Check it out. You're going to see tons of positive feedback from all of her customers over the past, almost 2 years now that she's been in operation. Hundreds of items shipped all around the world. Just check out the website yourselves right there on your screen right now for full details. All right, that is it, everyone. Thanks for being patient as I gone through the plugs there. Now it is time to prepare for The Walking Dead Season 3. Thanks, everyone. And let us begin. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's as good as the first 2 seasons were. So, we'll see. Alrighty then.